All right, I'm Trevor Horn. Welcome back to BVarsity Live, second segment today. We got a good one. Casey, you're back.
Yeah.
You're back in the studio for the first time in a couple of years, and you're back in Kern County after leaving us for about 18 months.
Actually, less than that. It was like 8 months.
I thought you left in like April of last.
Yeah, it's literally like 8-10
Oh,
months.
it was.
Maybe.
God,
Yeah.
that was pretty
Yeah.
short.
Yeah.
So, welcome back,
Thank
Casey
you.
Quinn, the new head coach at McFarland High School, and Justin Derrick down here, the athletic director at McFarland. Casey, a lot of people want to know, and maybe you can give it to them in your own words. They want to know how you go from a Division I track team at Clovis North to Division VI at McFarland. And I think you told me this week on Monday that it's more than just football. What can you tell us what that means?
It's bigger than football. It's bigger than being a Division I school. It's been in a great school district like Clovis Unified. It's about family. It's about my friends. It's about Kern County, what you guys do. It's about being in a situation and coaching versus coaches that do things the right way, respect one another. It's about being in a school district that has a lot of energy and effort. They're putting a lot of effort and energy into developing programs for kids. It's about being in a district where all people that are working for the district in the community are doing a great job, taking pride in what they do for the community. So, I'm just happy to be back. I'm stoked to be back in here talking with you, and eager to get going and to serve our community like McFarland.
Justin, before we look to the future, let's go back to the past. Obviously, Casey, a guy with, I consider it a college assistant resume right now. When you look at you have had some moves in recent years. You as an athletic director, when you guys have a conversation about the new position, where was your thought process there and moving forward, knowing that you want him more than a year, more than 4 years, you want him a decade, even more?
As a district, you try to make sure that you make decisions that are not based on just what you're looking for right now. You've got to have a big picture type approach. I think that the people that we have at our district are committed to committing to the community. Some of the reputation might be in the past that sometimes, you have some people that come and go within that district. And the people that are there now, we're there to stay. And when we talk to people that we want to bring in, we talk about being that type of person, understanding the community that we're in, understanding really like the diamond in the rough that's there. And if you just commit a little bit of your time to that, I'm seeing, buffing that and seeing what's actually available there. And I think that when you talk to a guy like Casey and you see some of his resume and the things that he's done, everything he's done has been based upon accomplishments that he's made and that other people have seen and then wanted a piece of that puzzle, wanted a piece of the pie. And, I think at this point it was a situation where, man, really just all the stars aligned, everything just really worked out well for us. And, it's an honorable thing for him to have to make a decision, not only just to come to McFarland and I know that some people are like, man, D1 to D6, but it's a bigger thing than that, and I think when you look at a person that makes a decision to leave bigger programs to go to, not that we're a small program, but, D6 is a smaller school. You're dealing with less kids. You're dealing with a program that not in history has put a lot of time into those types of things.
But enrollment-wise, you are smaller.
We are, 906.
Yeah, of course.
We're at 906 right now. So you're not going to have the cream of the crop to pick from all the time. It's going to come in waves. You're going to have kids that you have to develop from the bottom all the way to the top. But the greatest piece about it is that you have a small community that's dedicated to our kids like I haven't seen before. It's really amazing.
I think to piggyback off what he's saying, it was very, very evident from the board to the people in the district office, the people on campus. They're committed to being there for a long time. Establishing programs are going to be, there for a long time. I think. Servicing the programs that have made McFarland as far as the running, the cross country, the track, the soccer, the baseball. This thing is, even though I'm coming from a Division I deal, we're establishing those kind of principles, expectations in a small town like McFarland, and I'm excited about it. And I think our kids. They're special. They're special kids. You know what I mean? I think, you look at their eyes, and a couple days ago when I met them, and they're ready to rock and roll. So it's as big as we're going to make it, and it's going to be pretty big, and it's going to be pretty special.
Casey, I think the biggest change from when we were players to now that we're adults is this, and what this brings, and how much this brings communication, whether good or sometimes bad. how bad was it for you in the last 5 days?
It wasn't really bad for me. You know what I mean? I think there's some people out there that don't understand the situation, but there's so many other people out there that aren't on there saying so many positive things, encouraging things, that great people from Fresno County, awesome people from Kern County that happy to see me back, and they're very, very happy about McFarland, and I'm very happy about being there, and I'm ready to rock and roll.
Where did you grow up, Justin?
I moved here about 10 and a half years ago from Pennsylvania. So Philadelphia, moved over to started at Arvin, was at Wasco, and now I'm up at McFarland.
Outsider. This county sucks you in a good way. Mm-hmm. For you, when you got here 3 years ago to Chavez, how much did it suck you in?
It captured me pretty fast. I mean, just good people, just working hard, and that's the reason why I'm at McFarland. Just the relationships, the appreciation that people having, the support that people have for you is just tremendous. So I'm very just excited for myself, my family, to be back in Kern County.
Is it one of those things where bigger always isn't better? The best fit is better?
Totally. Completely agree with that deal. And this Kern County, McFarland, the people that I'm going to work at, it just fits me.
I'm going to give you one last chance on air to just talk about your year at 8 months at Clovis North and what you learned of it and the good things that you took away from being up there.
I'm pretty fortunate to be up there. I think the district's awesome. I think Clovis Unified does a great job as far as providing resources for their people to serve their kids. I think I had a chance to work with some tremendous people, coaches, parents that were very appreciative of what we were doing for their kids and their sons. And I'm walking away from a situation like Clovis North with some experience, some new skill sets. That's going to make my career better, and it's going to make me be able to serve a town like McFarland way better. So I'm excited.
So people understand that this was not something you've been planning for a while. My last football game that I ever covered as a reporter in Sacramento was Del Oro BHS in the 2013 state championship game in Carson. At no time did I ever think that I would be working in Bakersfield in Kern County, Bakersfield, California. At that time, 8 months later, I'm on staff here, and now it's been 2.5 of the best years of my life since I've been here. For you, the last football game that you coached,
Liberty.
At Liberty in Kern County.
Balderas, she did a good job versus that game, by the way.
Johnny Balderas, our player of the year, is a great football player and a great kid, too. Obviously, that was in November. At no point did you ever think that you'd be back in Kern County at that moment, right?
Nope, no, sir.
Yep.
This thing probably happened a couple weeks ago, and we've had some pretty good conversations. And each conversation, I had a chance to meet dynamic people, and they were very, very unified across the board, and it just got me excited about maybe putting my family back in this situation to be in Kern County. So I'm very, very grateful for McFarland. I'm going to do a great job serving their community, and I plan on being there for a long time.
Justin, I want to get you into the fold now. Bond measure did not pass. That would have been huge for McFarland School District, but obviously you needed 66%. You guys got about 48%.
Yep.
Big thing for you. Obviously, there are reasons out there on why that didn't pass. We don't need to get into that at this time. New weight room, great football facility. What is in store for McFarland? Not only football, but other athletics that's not obviously.
Well, and that's the thing is, cross country's just got tradition. I mean, there's a tradition there. You go there on a Saturday morning in the middle of June, and there's 5-year-old son, 7-year-old son, 9-year-old son, 13-year-old daughter and dad running. You know what I mean? That's the tradition.
And we had the story back in October on why that's there is because Jim White's still there in the same house.
And he just roams around the university, man.
Joel ran for him. Joel Lopez, the boys coach, ran for him. Amador Ayon ran for him. Danny Valles is there. I mean, you've got so many other guys.
But if you were to ask those guys what they want to see win, it's the football program, and it's the basketball team, and they're at every game. I mean, they want to see. It's not like they're the only ones. You know what I mean? They are the type of people that want to see all of our kids succeed. And the interesting thing about the whole case is that, when I got there, one of the biggest things I pushed was, look, everything starts in the weight room. Everything does. For all of our athletics, it's got to start with a weight training program that's going to be what we need it to be to get us where we need to go. And the talk that I brought in that I thought was kind of there already was SSL, because, I mean, in the East Sierra League, you've got a situation where there's not a lot of JV teams, you know, and I'm constantly trying to fix that all up. And right now we're on that proposition. The first proposal came out, and we're looking hopefully to enter the SSL. So when you make that step and your school's growing from 904 next year 970, and the year after that over 1,000, you've got to plan. You've got to put things in place. And we want to make a wholehearted effort at creating a well-rounded student. Not that McFarland hasn't done that in the past. We just want to raise it up a level from where it was. You know, and the thing that's that I think is amazing is that I didn't know until I got there how wonderful the things were that they did there. And this isn't to fluff up McFarland. This is to be real. I mean, we got 2 Gates scholars last year. We have kids that we send to Ivy League schools, and these are all things that the county's they don't know. You know what I mean? We had the highest graduation rate, the year prior.
Wow,
so
congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, we have great kids, and we want to put them in the light, but the thing is athletics plays a huge piece in bringing all that together. You know, we're an academics first school, but what we want to become even more so is a all around school, you know.
The proposal is still out there. The vote will be made in April.
Yeah.
In hopes that in 2018, 2019, you guys move into SSL, which means you'll be in there with Chavez and Kennedy,
Yep.
and you'll be in there with Shafter and Arvin and your wife's alma mater, Wasco, right?
You got it.
Yep. So, I mean, when you look at the grand scheme of that, how much of all of that plays into the fact that you know that you have to raise your level of play because you're not going to be playing Farmersville or Layton anymore?
Well, we had to make a big step. You know, we really did. We had, and nothing against Farmersville, nothing against their programs. They're wonderful programs, but we knew that we had to take a step to enter this league, which sometimes I think doesn't get it's a good league. It's a tough league. These kids are kids that are tough, that work from the bottom up, and in order to compete, have to put in lots of hours in the weight room and everything else. So when we knew we were going to go there, I knew, and our administration knew, and our district knew that we had to make a big step and get the right guy, and we needed a special guy. And I think we did that when we went out and got Casey.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Special. I love it.
Dude, yeah.
Well, let's talk
Absolutely.
about that. We got about a minute left here in this segment. Casey, for you, the first conversation you had with 75 kids.
Yeah, it
I
was
want to
awesome.
talk football.
Yeah.
What was that conversation like? What did you tell them, and what was the response from them?
I just, I told them I was happy to, be a part of their family. That was obvious, and I gave them some reasons why. About being in a community where it was tough. Being in a district that was unified. I was looking forward to coaching K through 12, and eager to get these guys going in the right direction. I told them what our principles were, and they were excited. Our principles are to be, being competitive in every single minute of the day, doing things right in the classroom and on the field, and serving their parents. And the second principle was we're gonna teach you how to be mentally tough, how to learn how to overcome some things, learn how to be uncomfortable, which is okay, and then how to handle success, because we're to prepare to be successful. So they got to learn how to handle that situation, and then we're gonna go hard. Whether it's in the classroom, going home, just doing things right, serving our community. So they were eager. I loved their eyes on me. They were tracking me the entire time. I think the response was big the next day in the weight room, and it's just going to get better and better and better. And so I assess them. I'm evaluating every single day, and every time I see a kid, they introduce themselves to me, and they got a smile on their face. I got a smile on my face. It's a quick, healthy relationship that's establishing. So, they're jacked up. I'm jacked up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to work with my coaches. The coaches that are on staff, they're awesome people. I think they're eager to get going. I think they're eager to learn new routines. I think they're excited about being a part of that. They know that I think Coach Johnny's done a great job of putting his
Johnny
program.
Salinas.
Yeah, Johnny Salinas.
Yeah, and he's sticking around.
Yeah, he's sticking around. He's done a great job as far as getting these kids in the right direction. And my piece is just like I did at Chavez. Establish new routines and train our guys to do some things differently. And I'm gonna let those guys coach the players, and I'm gonna coach them up, and we're just gonna be one big successful program because we're going to do it together.
We're going to be the topic to talk about in the next 5 years.
I'm excited.
I believe so. And I think the one thing that we all learn, happy wife, happy life, right, guys?
Absolutely.
True.
That's why I'm still in Bakersfield.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm going to be here.
My fiance is excited. Her family's excited. My family's excited. And so it's just, it's easy to go to work every single day. It's easy to problem solve and everything.
You have detractors in this, Casey, but not one for me. I think you made the right decision for the right part of your life, and that's with your family. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Derek, congratulations on
Thank
this
you very
hire.
much.
Good luck to you guys in the coming years. Thank you again, Casey Quinn, Justin Derrick from McFarland. Appreciate it, guys. We got BHS Soccer in the house. The Drillers are 3-0 in the SWI play. Let's find out why. Archie, going to have fun with you. We're right back.